This may be one of the most effective swim bait techniques I've ever seen, and today I'm going to show you exactly how to use it. Let's get it. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Fishing with James. It has been a minute since I've been out and fished. I know I say this every single episode, but it really has. It has been a month since I've picked up a rod and reel, and today we are doing another mystery tackle box slam. We're going to try and catch a fish on every single lure inside this box right here. But before I get into the box, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Mystery Tackle Box. Mystery Tackle Box is fishing simplified. Each month you get a box just like this, full of a random assortment of lures that are perfect for the time of year and where you're located in the country. You get to save up to 40% off the retail prices of the lures inside the box. I've learned some new techniques just from the lures in my Mystery Tackle Boxes over the last few years that I have taken with me and applied almost every time I go out fishing. You save money, you learn new tips. What is there not to like about Mystery Tackle Box? So if you're interested in trying out Mystery Tackle Box for the first time ever, make sure to use my code JHMiller to get your first ever box for as low as $10. And with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into this box here and see what we got. All right, opening this box here, let's see. We got some spear point edge hooks. We have some 13 fishing worms. These look like some finesse worms. I might be able to like drop shot these or something. We have a Baker Lures jerkbait. We've got some Savage Gear paddle tails. There is a grass line right out there that I'm gonna throw these on. I think these will be perfect to work through the grass. We have a Bill Lewis SB57. As you guys know, I love Bill Lewis crankbaits, and I have some SB57s and they are really nice. So I'm gonna be throwing this again out there near that grass. And finally for the lures, we have a Guggen Squad Grass Hero jig. Again, this is perfect. Just like this box was just built in heaven for me. I've got a bunch of baits that can fish in and around grass and catch a bunch of fish. That'll be perfect. Put maybe like a craw trailer on it or something like that. That'll be good. Next, we got the Dibble Tips and Tricks. This little pamphlet right here shows you some tips that you might not have known about fishing. Of course, you got your What's Inside card. Shows you what is inside your box. And finally, look at this. We have a really sick little sticker right here. They got like a bass guitar. That is awesome. So all of this is what came in my Mystery Tackle Box. Now, let's grab one of these baits and start fishing. I'm gonna start out and see if the moving bait bite is on today. We're gonna grab one of these Savage Gear 3D baitfish paddle tails. It looks really nice. I like the design of it. It looks like it's gonna have a lot of action. The pressure is up a lot from this cold front that came through. So I'm hoping that these fish still have a bunch of energy in them and are willing to bite. Yep, ton of action in that tail. Looks great. Oh, he hammered it. Oh, he's running. Running. Not a bad fish. Oh my gosh, he choked it. I mean, I said he hammered it, but if that right there doesn't show you if he wanted that bait, get this little guy back in the water. There we go, first fish, and he destroyed it. I'm actually gonna keep throwing this for a second, see if I can't get another fish on it, because that thing destroyed it. And I'm sure if one will eat it, more will too. Throw it way up shallow. I'm just moving it around to see if some of these fish got pushed up shallow from this cold. The water is definitely a lot warmer than the air right now, but I'm sure that the shallows are getting cooled off a lot, and these fish that have been staging out deep are gonna start moving shallow. I'm gonna fish this in a little bit slower, about like this. We're just gonna kind of creep it along, occasional little rip. Now I'm only gonna give, oh man, I just didn't, I gave him too much time. I'm just gonna flip it right back out there. I missed him. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna reel it, burn it. I learned this on tactical bassing. If you miss a fish on a swim bait, you throw it right back out there and make it super erratic and force a reaction strike. And I'm gonna try that again. So we're sink it, reel. Oh man, he missed it again. He missed it. It actually worked. It worked. That is sick. Okay, we're gonna do it again. That trick actually works. So we're gonna throw it back out there where that fish was. We're gonna sink it. We're gonna reel, burn it. Reel, burn it. Got him that time. I got him that time. There he is. That was awesome. Matt Allen, you know what you're doing, man. There we go. So that fish missed it. Yeah, look at that, look at that. I got him right here the first time in the mouth, and he missed it. And then I got him in a different spot when he actually got the hook in him. That is really cool. Nice little chunker. This thing's eating well. Man, feisty, feisty. Let's go and toss him back in. Wow, that was awesome. I'm gonna start using that. I did not actually expect that to work so well. So that trick right there, I actually learned it watching a tactical bassing video with Matt Allen, and I was watching a video on big swim baits because I'm gonna try and get into that this winter. He said sometimes if you're throwing a big swim bait and you get a bite, throw it back out there and just burn it right by him, like real slow burn, and it'll trigger a reaction strike. And I just got that fish to bite 3 times doing that exact same thing. So I'm gonna start using that more in the future. And I figured I'd just let you guys know exactly how to do that. So if you're out throwing swim baits, to try that same thing. That was awesome. I'm gonna try that method actually again without even getting bit. I'm gonna throw it out there. I'm just gonna try to trigger some reaction strikes. So it's out there, we're gonna reel. I got one. There we go. I mean, it just hit the water and I guess it was sinking down. And this fish just hammered it and he choked it. Guys, I'll tell you what, normally the challenge is to catch a fish on every single bait in that box. But I'll be honest, I just want to keep using this thing because I mean, I am just tearing them up on it. And unless they stop biting, I don't see a reason to change. There's no size yet. All of them have been about the same size, really small fish. But I'm bound to run into a big one here eventually. I'm gonna try that. I'm just gonna continue to do that little strategy of normal reel burn. I'm just gonna see if that actually can work without even getting bit. I'll tell you what, oh man, yeah, it does work because I just got hammered. Yep, there he is. Like clockwork, baby. This Swimbait trick, and he choked it too. Look at this. I want you to look at this bait right here and tell me he did not want that bait. I mean, that thing is all the way in there. There we go. I mean, again, nothing just to write home about. Probably about 1.5 pounds, but that's number 4, all in this swim bait. All right, so we are tying on this SB57 crankbait, a little bit of a smaller profile crankbait. Loosen up my brakes, this is a little bit of a lighter crankbait. There's one. As the third cast. Third cast is that crankbait. Man, the fall bite is on. There we go. I mean, look at that. Just stopped it. Good little chunker. This thing's been eaten. I mean, look at that. Healthy, healthy fish. All right, so we got a 1/4 ounce Grass Hero jig. It's a little bit of a lightweight bait, but I'm all right with that. And I'm gonna grab myself a little saucy swimmer to go as the trailer for this. Over here in the big Carl's Bait and Tackle box, we got a selection of Guggen baits. We are gonna get one of these small 3.3 inch saucy swimmers. We're just gonna hook her up just like that. Now we got a really small profile swim jig. There's one. Horrible hook set. Yeah, buddy, I'm just as surprised as you are. I can't believe I got you in. That's the worst hooks I've ever had. I just kind of reeled down on him, and there he was. So, he has been eaten. I'm going to toss you back. Hey, buddy, I got to get you out past this grass, all right? 1, don't shake, 2, 3. Perfect. Bunch of grass up here. Cool, so that knocks off this bait. Now I can just kind of fish it over here for fun. And then we'll go back over there and fish that other bait that I want to fish. And what these fish, I guarantee you, are doing, I'll show you guys. Right out that way is the deepest area in the pond. It gets 15, 18 feet deep out there. Right from about that brush pile way across the pond to the left, there's a shallow flat. It gets up only probably around 8 feet deep, 7 feet deep. And these fish, when they're getting ready to move shallow, they'll come out of that deep water and they will stage somewhere from about that brush pile to the left. And you can catch a lot of them just throwing down through here. Check my drag. Okay, there he is. Yep, that's a good one. That's a solid one. Well, I say that, man, this is literally just the same size as the other ones. I was willing to bet that was 3 and up, but he's just a feisty little fella, And he didn't fight at all. He literally just came right to me. It's like I knocked him out on the hook set. All right, well, I'll see you, buddy. All right, next cast is the last cast, regardless. Because I got that secret bait, and I've only got an hour left to fish out here before I got to get out of here. So I want to make the most of it and come tear him up on that other bait. But man, this swim jig's working too. This fall transition is on fire right now. Just the numbers are on fire, but I just cannot get a big one to save my life. Again, another probably less than a pound. And they're right where they're supposed to be. Like I said, just somewhere around that brush pile to the left, depending on what time of year it is, and they're transitioning. All right, this is the last one. Every time I've said that, yep, another one. Every time I say it's the last cast, I hook a good one. This one's shaking his head. Maybe this is a better one. Well, better is in 2 pounds, but we take him. I'm not gonna complain about him. This is definitely the big fish of the day, and it's kind of sad considering he's only probably 2.5 pounds, coming up on 3. I mean, we'll take him. He chomped it. I mean, look at that. It's not a bad fish at all, but there's still a lot of room to improve. This fish just keeps me over here. There we go. That's a perfect release. Head first, right back in. Now, every time I say last cast, I hook a big one. So I'm just gonna like spam last cast and see if I can't catch like an 8-pounder. Okay, here we go. Last cast, last cast, last cast. Come on. There's a bite. A good one. Is a good one. That other one was a little bit bigger. Get off the grass, get off the grass, get off the grass. We don't want to get you dirty. Another one. They are stacked up over here, man. That's probably like 3 in a row or something like that. Another solid little release. Try and get them head first. There's so much grass over here. If you sit them down in there, they will swim off and they'll get about 6-7 feet out and they'll get stuck and they'll just go belly up. They're not hurt or anything, they're just stuck. And so I've had to walk into this pond multiple times to save fish, and I'm not doing that. So I toss them out a little bit and they'll get out past it, and they're just fine. All right, here we go. Secret bait is coming out. Right here we have the brand new 10,000 fish cycle bait underspin. Now some of you guys might have seen the cycle bait before, the spinner bait type bait, but this is the cycle bait underspin. What's cool about this is just an underspin, but with the same cycle bait technology as before. And so what we're gonna do, tie it on. A typical underspin, that blade is just gonna spin, sort of like a spinner bait. It's just gonna spin, produce a lot of flash, a little bit of vibration. This thing, the blade does not spin, rather it kind of shakes like this, and it thumps that bait. I'm gonna take one of these 3.8-inch Saucy Swimmers, different color. We're gonna do Pro Blue Red this time. Hook her up just like this. This thing's a 1/2 ounce. That other bait was maybe like a 1/4 ounce and some change. This is a 1/2 ounce. So I can really just, watch this, chunk it way out there. One thing I will say, besides the fact I got a nice fish, is there's a lot of grass out there. This is the big fish of the day, ain't it? Or it's close to it. About the same as the other one. And he choked it. He choked the cycle bait underspin. Cycle bait underspin fish, probably about 2 and some change. Perfect. All right, let's get it back out there. Wow. These things are really playing hard to get now, aren't they? All right, this time, last cast. Maybe they heard it that. Yep, he heard it. Oh, I missed him. I missed him. So it does work. It does work. The last cast trick still works. That's awesome. Some of them I was trying to bait the fish, but this one's really the last one because I got to get out of here. Oh, yes, sir. Last cast. And it ain't even a bad fish. All right, this is how we're going to end off the day. We'll end off the day on a fish. And he yoinked it. I mean, look at that. Just how you want to see him eat it. Get this hook out of you. Okay, oh, is he gonna? Oh, he took care of himself. Look at that. Smart little fish. So that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed and learned something new with that swim bait trick. I know I'm going to be using it again in the future with my bigger swim baits. Hopefully it works just as well. And again, if you're interested in trying out Mystery Tackle Box for the first time ever, make sure to use my code JHMiller to get your first box for as low as $10. That link will be down in the pinned comment and in the description. Also, if you are new, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss future videos just like this. I've got a bunch of videos coming out very soon. I've just been taking time to edit them properly and make sure that they are ready to go before I release them. So I should have more videos coming out very soon. So again, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next episode of Fishing with James.